Hey YouTube, it's Penny. So last night I was emotionally struggling a little bit, as we all do, I'm sure, from time to time. And um, my husband's been away for a while, and I'm missing him. And I was, you know, being a bit weepy, as we women can be. And it's been raining here, like just pouring. It's been dark. It's been windy the last couple of days, and I try not to let things like that affect my spirit. But I'm still struggling with the fact that many of my friends from my um, previous churches that I used to attend are still uh, saying things about me that are not true, and not understanding, what the Lord's been doing in my life. And so I've been feeling a little, alone. And um, anyway, it was interesting because as I was, you know, crying last night to the Lord and just allowing myself to um, be honest with Him about how I was feeling, I felt in my spirit the words, um, "It's always darkest before the dawn." And I thought, well, that's interesting. I haven't thought about that in a long time, but it was like He was giving me hope. Okay. So then last night, or early this morning, I had a vision of a blank canvas and a potter's lump of clay that had just started to be formed. I think he showed it to me that, like when you see a lump of clay, I don't know if I would have recognized it, but when the potter like puts their hands to the middle of it, it starts to make that shape. That's what it was. It was on the floor along with this blank canvas. So I think it was me, but I'm not sure. But I picked up the canvas, or whoever it was picked up the canvas, and there was like a nail or a spike that was coming out of this piece of wood, and placed the canvas on top of it so it was like standing so I could see it in front of me. And then a scene was painted on this blank canvas before me in front of my eyes. And it was the scene of the sun shining in the upper right hand corner onto this, I don't even know, it was like a landscape, I think. But the word children appeared in all capital letters in the middle of the canvas. And then just below it, the words "of the light," not all capitals, but with leading capitals, "of the light," was written underneath it. And I woke up before I could see anything about the lump of clay and what that was to become. But I think I was just so excited in my spirit to see, these words, "children of the light," that I woke up. Well, I have a friend, my husband and I have a friend who is a Jewish man by birth from the tribe of Judah. And he does not accept Yeshua as his Messiah yet. And he said to us one time that he just doesn't believe that the creator of the universe would speak to us as individuals. He believes that he's, in charge of history and all of that, but, but has a hard time understanding like that whole personal relationship. Okay, so to prove that the Father is very personal, I got a private message this morning from a brother who just, he says, "Early this morning, this message penetrated my sleep as a sword. Look up, your redemption draweth nigh. Are not those who are are not those who are in the mine, or like a mine shaft, the ones seeing the grit, grime, and disaster? Are not those who are awake the ones that will hear my call? Look up, your redemption draws nigh. It is darkest before the dawn." The exact words I heard last night. The trumpet is about to blow, the final trump. You will be changed in the twinkling of an eye. The corruptible will put on incorruption. I still don't know what that means. I don't pretend to know. But it's such a promise. I'm going to drop down. Then he says, Abba said to him, "Are you not my chosen ones, whom I have chosen before the foundations of this earth? I have called you. Will I now forget you? No, I will not forget you. I have purchased you. Will I not redeem you? Yes, I will redeem you. The hour of great darkness is upon the earth. Have I not called you to be my light? Now comes a time of great weeping, a time of gnashing of teeth, but for you it will be a time of great rejoicing, a time of great relief." So the scriptures I wanted to bring you are John chapter 12, starting in verse 30. Yeshua answered and said, "This voice came not because of me, but for your sakes. Now is the judgment of this world. Now shall the prince of this world be cast out. And if I be lifted up from the earth, will draw all men unto me." This he said, signifying what death he should die. The people answered him, "We have heard out of the Torah that Hamashiach abides forever. And how say you the Son of Man must be lifted up? Who is the Son of Man?" Then Yeshua said unto them, "Yet a little while is the light with you." So he said, "I am the light of the world. Walk while ye have the light, lest darkness come upon you. For he that walks in darkness knows not whither he goes. While ye have light, believe in the light, that ye may be the children of light." These things spoke Yeshua and departed. And did he hide himself from them? But though he had done so many miracles before them, yet they believed him not. That the saying of Elijah the prophet might be fulfilled, which he spoke, "Yahovah, who has believed our report, and to whom has the arm of Yahovah been revealed?" Therefore they could not believe, because that Elijah said again, "He has blinded their eyes and hardened their heart, that they should not see with their eyes, nor understand with their heart, and be converted, and I should heal them." These things said Elijah when he saw his glory and spoke of him. And then 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verses 1 through 5 says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren," so he's talking about the moeds and the festivals, the holy convocations, the festivals of the Lord, the feast days. "But of the times and seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you," because they knew all these things. They were Hebrews. They were Israelites. They practiced them their whole lives. They didn't need him to remind them about those things. "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahovah so comes as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of night nor of darkness." And then lastly, Ephesians chapter 5, starting in verse 6. "Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things comes the wrath of Elohim upon the children of disobedience. Be not ye therefore partakers with them. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now ye light in ADONAI. Walk as children of light. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto ADONAI, and have no fellowship with unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever does make manifest is light. Wherefore he says, Awake that you sleep, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give you light. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." The foolish virgins versus the wise virgins. redeeming the time because the days are evil. So I I was so encouraged by these scriptures and by this very personal. I mean, obviously the words that the Lord gave this brother were not just for me personally, but because he loves me so much and knew, how I was feeling last night. He knew that I needed to hear them this morning. And he is a God who loves us, who knows us intimately. And I'm just so grateful to be his daughter, to be considered his child. Oh, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Blessed are you, our Lord God, King of the universe.